Hello everyone, this is Grimbacore. Today I'm going to take you through some exercises to help teach us how to do a reset unblockable. And by the end of it, you are going to be able to do something just like that. So to quickly take you through what a reset unblockable is, for those who are unfamiliar with it, we use this jab when an opponent is airborne to reset them, and the first frame that they land after resetting, they are unable to do anything other than block, which means that we can, on that exact same frame, do an overhead, and with our assist, do a low at the exact same time. Our opponent is unable to block high and low, and as a result, they get opened up because there is no protection for them. The exercises for this video are going to take us through how to build up towards this, because I see a lot of problems where people are saying that it's too hard to learn or they're struggling. I'm going to break it down into 5 simple exercises that all build up on each other, and by the end of it, you will know how to do a reset unblockable. Okay, to set up for these exercises, we're going to need 3 things. Firstly, a character with an overhead. I'm going to be using Golda, and the notation is going to be shown for Golda. However, this can be done with any character with a standing overhead. That includes someone like Gia. Other ones that come to mind are like Sentry, Ryu, Magna Defender. So just know that the notation is specifically for Golda. It may change depending on the character you're using. The second thing you're going to need is an assist with a low attack. This can either be like, typically it can be a 2L or a 2M. They need to be able to reach the opponent when they get tagged in. And the last thing you're going to need is to set up the dummy to do an EX. Because one of the ways to know that you set up correctly, or you did the meaty correctly, is that your opponent cannot EX. So the way that we do that is quite simply, we're going to hold on to L and M, and you're going to find your record button, and you're going to quickly double tap it. Now, if your dummy has 1 meter like mine does, as soon as you press the playback button, they are going to sit there and spam L and M for their dear life. And that is how we're going to do it, because if you see, the second they wake up, EX. And we're going to need that, because that helps tell us whether or not we are doing this setup correctly. Okay, so our first exercise is we are going to launch our opponent, and then we're going to hit playback, so that as soon as they wake up, they're going to EX. And we are going to jab them, and then block the EX. And all this exercise is just to get us familiar with the jab, because this is the setup for everything that we do. Okay, so exercise 2, we are going to do the same thing as before. We're going to launch here, but now we're going to do 6M. So 6M is our overhead. Now with Golda, it's a multi-hitting overhead, it hits twice. So you want to make sure that they cannot EX. What I mean by that is if you're doing it too late, the EX will come through. If you do it too early, which is actually quite hard to do with Golda, I may not be able to do it, but basically it's going to miss and they're going to EX you for free. So just practice that. You need to leave a little delay between the jab and the 6M, because otherwise you just get 5L or 5M instead. Okay, so for exercise 3, we are going to practice calling our assist and jabbing. Now the timing can change depending on the assist you're using, but for this exercise with Golda and Gia, it is jab and assist at the same time. So we are going to do the same setup. Now as you can see, Gia is actually hitting meaty this time. However, yeah, as you can see, he's still working. And that's all I want you to do, is just practice pressing these 2 buttons at the same time. It's also good practice later on, once you're familiar with this, to also get used to doing it with the second assist, for the same reason that the assist you may want to take over is your second assist. Okay, so for exercise 4, we are kind of getting there now. We are going to be doing the jab reset again with the assist, just like this. But this time we are going to then do 6M and take over with our assist. So it's going to look like this: 5L and assist, 6M and assist. Yeah, 5L and assist, 6M and assist. And we're going to do this with the same setup. So launcher here. There you go. And what should happen is it should be meaty. There you go. I was a little too late on that one. So we're going to do it again. There you go. That was a good one. And this just leaves us with one final thing. On to the last exercise where we will be doing the full unblockable. So what we were doing before is 5L an assist, 6M an assist, and the last thing is the low, the final piece to the puzzle. We have the overhead, now we just need this low. So we are doing that by doing 5L, 6M with the takeover, and we are going to time this low as the 6M lands. It should look like this. That's it. That's all it is. It's not so scary, is it? Now that you've built up to it. You've done your low, so you just have to do your combo now, right? With, for me, it would be Gia. And this is it. This is how you do the last of the damage. And this character should be dead, you know, providing Golda has done his part. Give you an example with Cat and Gia. You know, that's it. Jason's dead. He's gone. There is one last thing for testing this. The problem is that if you set your opponent to block, so we're going to go in here, we're going to go to guard and always. We are going to... Do you see that? Why did our opponent just block? It turns out the CPU cheats. In arcade mode, in the training room, story mode, you name it, they cheat. They will block this all day. The only way to test this is by recording it. And this is how we do it. So we want to make sure we have a bar of meter. And we are going to record. And we are going to do the sequence that we have just learned. So now when we play it back, we can let them hit us. I'm going to mash EX. That didn't work. Okay, fine. We'll try again. Maybe we didn't get it right first time. Oh, it wasn't airtight. So now we have to do it again. Let's try this again. No? Okay, let's try block it. No, I couldn't block it. So when you want to block it, you typically want to try and block high and then low, all within a frame. Bit like that. So we're here. No, that looked pretty tight to me. Let's try one more time. Nah, I'm not getting it. Alright, let's try the EX one more time. Nah, that's not happening. So this is the only way really to test that your setups are working. So what I tend to do is I like to practice them for a bit, and then I like to record them, test them, make sure it's working, and then if it's not, record again, try and see where it's going wrong. And yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to make sure that you know that, because when you go into arcade mode and trying to unblockable them, they will block, and it sucks. It's really non-intuitive, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so I hope you like those exercises. I hope they made sense, that you're, you know, with practice, you'll be able to do an unblockable reset. I'm pretty confident of that. These exercises have helped me with all of my characters. I hope you have a great day, and see you around.